So here we are on Thought for the Day, and we haven't had one of these for quite a little while. I want to get back into doing the Thought for the Days because they're always great to do. And great one today, great one. We were playing Gwaelin here with the guys, and this is Conquest, it's large Conquest. We're capping some bases and starting the round here, guy coming in. I'm trying out, of course, my new Ace 23 SV, trying out the DMRs. DMRs, they perform well in different situations. You've probably all seen Level Cap's video and his opinion on that. I don't know if I 100% agree with Level on this one. I haven't really talked to him about it, but we may discuss that one. But I think the DMRs perform well in certain situations. They're not really a frontline weapon so much. You kind of have to support, like I said with the RFB when I talked about that during the beta. But anyway, this moment is nothing to do with that whatsoever. This is about the helicopters and maybe just vehicles in general, and when is the right time to bail. Because often people, as soon as they take any damage, they'll just bail out, throw themselves out. It drives me to distraction. I'm often in a helicopter, transport helicopter, scout helicopter. I've got some guys there repping. We take a hit, they just bail. I'm sure you have all been in the same situation where you think you've got a good run going, you've got a little team, they're sort of doing some good, and then all of a sudden, bam, they just bail on you, and it's so aggravating. So I often try to stay in helicopters from vehicles to the last moment, and jets is a completely different thing altogether. I mean, I'm not a good jet pilot whatsoever. I try to get in on that sometimes because, you know, I like to experience all the different aspects of it, and sometimes you can have a good round. I've actually had a couple of rounds which ended up well in the jets, but I hate bailing out of jets. It pisses me off, and everybody I'm sure knows that's so frustrating. So just as a bit of kind of, you know, loyalty honor thing, I try to stay in on the jets just to give people those kills. But here is the moment coming up right here. We're trying to come back in around on the heli, and we're putting some fire down onto the base. And my guy, he's kind of panning around here, but look, I've taken a bit of damage, we're starting to take some damage, and the moment coming up in a minute is really awesome. Now look, we've got a full heli right here as well, full team, so we could keep repping and probably keep putting the fire down, no problem whatsoever. But you know that now when you take these, you know, hits, it'll often throw the heli to one side, you lose control. So it's not even a case sometimes of if you've got the damage, it's just a case of whether it goes out of control. Here we go, the guy starts to lose control, and we're into the trees. I didn't want to bail out to the last minute, we're on 4 health. Bail out, I'm on the ground, and then look, the heli survives. It's stuck in the tree, and this was so awesome at the time. I was just like, oh my god, managed to jump and get back in. The guy, look at this guy here, Jump K83, such a dedicated repper. He stays in repping the heli, and we're able to go for the next run. How awesome. It was the best moment in game. We were all like, oh my god, we got the heli back, and it was so awesome. But as I say, what is the right time to bail? When do you think? Because sometimes people just bail out as soon as you take one hit. It's crap, and it's so annoying, and it's, you know, you really let your teammates down because often it's just not the right time, and you know, vehicles are such an important part of the game. If you bail too early, you can really undermine your team's chances of having kind of any success there whatsoever. Let's also think about things like with tanks and stuff. Sometimes people just stay on that gunning position, you know, on the other side of things, and they never get out to rep. They just sit there, gun, until they go down. And if they were an engineer, they could jump out, get some reps, and you get a much longer tank run going on. So there's a couple of different things going on there. When is the right time to get out? So let me know your thoughts below, guys. When do you think is the right time to bail on your teammates? Should you stay until the end? Should you just continue to be dedicated to your squad mates? Or is it, you know, all about the individual and his own aspect for the game? I think there's probably a nice balance to be had in there in between, and you can see right here as well, this is another thing I've talked about before, where you're kind of capping with the heli. It's a dangerous tactic because when you're in these kind of stationary positions, you're very open to RPGs, but hey, you know, it's a trade-off. You're getting a good fast cap on the base, you've got the firepower of the helicopter, but it's a trade-off. You can take those RPG hits, so they'll take you out in one. Anyway, a lot to think about there, guys. Put your thoughts below. Much more Battlefield 4 stuff, some round breakdowns coming up, and much more this week. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. More Battlefield 4.